In August 2015, at Hampton Beach State Park, I wrote on the sand early that month the hashtag #HopelessAutistic. I had gotten attention by a couple of people. Within seconds later, it was ran over by an unaware child. I'm not intending to be a prophet. I saw the writing on the wall that in my state, New Hampshire, the first state that had closed institutions down a quarter century before, to either be something worse or equivalent in about 5 years. The pandemic happened instead. Some people laugh at my so-called username or handle, but it's rare for someone who's on the spectrum to identify something that parents typically do. I want to explain how I was unfortunately right. What led up to 2015 into 2016 and what we as in everyone in my group are dealing with, and how my group is under siege. The destruction of folks with autistic disorders began in the late 1990s with the rise of autistic disorders allegedly correlating with the MMR vaccine, and how Dr. Andrew Wakefield had misled his numbers and then was playing the victim years later when he lost his license. In 2005, Autism Speaks was founded by the longtime NBC president Bob Wright and his now late wife Suzanne. The organization from the beginning had already had sketchy messaging. In 2006, the documentary Autism Every Day was released and produced by broadcast journalists Jim and Lauren Watkins. In that 6-minute film, they refused to take out a part uttered by Allison Singer contemplating,
and the kids don't make progress. But I remember that was a very scary moment for me when I realized I had sat in the car for about 15 minutes and actually contemplated putting Jody in the car and driving off the George Washington Bridge, and that would be preferable to having to put her in one of these schools. And it's only because of Lauren, the fact that I have another child, that I probably didn't do it.
The largest thoroughfare on the East Coast, Jim Watkins, who was at WPIX in New York at the time, did not lose his job moonlighting as the producer of the film.
I am autism. I'm visible in your children, but if I can help it, I am invisible to you until it's too late. I know where you live, and guess what? I live there too. I hover around all of you. I know no color barrier, no religion, no morality, no currency. I speak your language fluently, and with every voice I take away, I acquire yet another language.
Autism Speaks also produced additional in-your-face public service announcements with negative flack from the activist community. The web by 2007 started to have competing and conflicting tones for the autism narrative, with two different types of communities, one of covert narcissistic parents and many voices with undertones of eugenics, safe vaccines, the wellness community that was of the age of autism. Then to counter that, wrongplanet.net would come, and people who are proud of their dysfunctions as a gift. That same time, not too long after Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s wife committed suicide, where she dropped the key to his diaries that he made sure he didn't want anyone to see, RFK Jr. went onto the left coast and mingled with crunchy moms who became vaccine skeptics to anti-vaccines and started the Children's Health Defense Organization. The anti-vax community by the turn of the decade became more prevalent as a former CBS News investigative reporter, now right-wing political pundit for the Sinclair broadcast stations, Shell Atkinson, had aired a series of reports that the feds covered up the vaccines causing autism, where the anti-vaxxers put her on a pedestal. Books speaking negatively took the human out of this